It's been a while. Right, you lovely people. Yes, it has been quite a while since I've done a hand video, but where are we getting on? Let me come closer to you. Bring you down here a bit. Yeah, look at that sweat. That's just by sitting in here. So, I had a think. So, Garden Gecko will show you the temperature right now. And I thought to myself, do I really need to be out there when it's mid-30s? And I thought, no. So I'm not going out there today. So I took a couple of videos which I'll show you around. But mechanically, I think we're nearly there. We're nearly there. So some of you will know from a few weeks back that the last rusty bit I had to get off the car was this. The power steering cooling hoop. Now, you look at this corner. How did that not leak? It's funny, isn't it? Because look, that looks brand new, that bit there. But look, it's like tree bark. Let me try and get it to focus. Look, how did that not piss all over the place? Oh, it is now. So, got a new one of those. Well, got one off of the forum, which I had hanging up for a long time, about a couple of years probably. That's now on the car. Photographs are available on request, and so I need to get some more power steering fluid. This is the diff oil. It needs to go in the diff, otherwise it's going when the car's going along, and we don't need that. As you probably knew, when I tried bleeding those brakes, bleeding Nora, pun intended, it rained like a tropical rainforest, leaking brake fluid all over the shop. So then I realised every joint that I did with this thing, remember this? Yes, a couple of years back now. Every one of those leaked. Every single one. So I'll put it on a cool shower on the back. I have a little back brake fluid shower, and that was dripping all over the place. Tick, 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 under pressure. It's only like 16 psi. It was like crying. The brakes were crying at me. So it's saying, you idiot. So I had to remake every single flare end that I've made with that tool. Offside rear, I just got away with it. I overcut it when I first made them because I thought, just in case these flares don't work, I could trim a bit off and make a new one. Now that worked a treat. So I had to remake every single flare. Near side rear, I was not so lucky. So, near side rear, I mean, look, the state of those flares. How can you get away with that? I thought I could get away with that. They look all right, don't they? But when you put pressure on them, they just weren't up to it. They just weren't up to it. And unfortunately, I could not remake this because it would have been far too short. So I had to cut a new bit of pipe from this reel. In fact, this shows you how malleable it is. And you can just roll it up like that. Roll it up with your hands. Don't need the tool. And then I made a new brake pipe, and I dug out my new favourite tool, which I've shown you on many occasions, the hand flaring tool. Now that did the business. Made nice new crisp nipples and flares on the pipe, bone dry. So pressure bred it again. I thought I'd celebrate with a bottle of whiskey. No, that's brake fluid. In fact, that's newish brake fluid because the whole system was empty. Now, I could risk putting that back in the bottle. Not that one. This one. but it's probably pushed through a lot of dirt. So no, I'm going to have to dispose of that ethically and sustainably, of course. So I have to find out how you get rid of that now. So yeah, mechanically, let's look in the box of truth. Bearing in mind, out of all those boxes I had, this is the only one left. So what have we got in here? So clips, trims, bits of things like that. That obviously goes on the body panels. So 2 mechanical things left. 3, sorry. Brake pad wear sensors. See, we're getting down to the little tiny things now. Brake pad wear sensors and the replacement wing mirror base, because they're notorious for snapping. So this one's made out of alloy and a bit of fiberglass, I think. Yeah, and that's it. All this other stuff, you know. Oh, brake pipe clips, spring clips, body clips, panel clips. That's all that's left in here now. All the stuff is now back on the car. So you're probably saying, well, why don't you just get on with it and finish it? Because you have to do these things in stages. You can't just whack stuff on a car. All the body panels are up in the attic. That's the last big thing to do. So before we put it on the road and take it for an MOT, so I've got to put the headlights back in. I've got to secure the bumper, and then I've got to do and clear coat all the body panels, because they have to be done in a certain time. Reason why? I'm using 2K clear coat. Now, 2K clear coat has got a shelf life. Once you puncture that thing, you've got about 48 hours to use it. So what I need to do is clear all this up and have like a little production run where I could bring a wing down. I've also got to scour it all down, bring a wing down, clear coat it, put it somewhere to dry. Other wing down, clear coat it, put it somewhere to dry. Rear wing, clear coat it, put it somewhere to dry. And you leave that to cure for about 24, 48 hours, and then you gently start putting all this stuff back on the car. So we're nearly, mechanically we're done. I'm going to say mechanically we are done. We have all the mechanics back on the car. I have a pedal. I've got a brake pedal. The last thing to do is to turn the engine over. Oh, that's 3 years. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'll take all the plugs out, put a bit of oil down each bore. Old school. That's how we did it back in the day. Bit of oil down each bore, and then turn it by hand. See if you've got nice, smooth movement of the pistons. And as there's no fuel in the car at the moment, I'm just going. That's it. Make sure everything's loose. I'm sweating again. And then we can start looking at buttoning everything up. Yeah, then it's like trim panels, kick plates, that sort of thing. Next big job when the car is back on the road, I'm going to take the radiator out, take the front of the car off, and then we're going to change all the serpentine belts for new ones, which are on order. Z3s have a timing chain. They've got an overhead cam with a big chain that goes around it, so that doesn't need doing unless the chain's stretched by this much. So luckily they have a timing chain, not a timing belt. So it's just the auxiliary belts that I need to do, and then we're golden. Right, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm off for a gin.